एक मिनट। Yes, hello everyone. Am I audible? Yes, hello everyone. Am I audible? सभी लोगों को आवाज आ रही है मेरी? Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Pranshu Rathor and I work as a technical manager for Selected.com. Okay. So, can you guys tell me from where do you belong? What are you doing currently? What is your qualification? From which college you are? Let us see. Okay, so we have audience from Rajasthan. Okay, MSc. Okay, MSc CSIT. We have audience from Kolkata, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka. Okay, BCA second year. Panjim, Goa. Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh, Mangalore, Karnataka, Maharashtra. Okay, Kerala, Hyderabad, Pune. Right. Okay, so I guess there are students from Pan India. Tamil Nadu, Indore, okay, MP, Madhya Pradesh is also there. Noida, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, okay, Pondicherry, okay, Maharashtra, Bid, Jaipur, Rajasthan, Chennai, Jammu Kashmir, Ratlam, all right, okay, Maharashtra, Jammu Kashmir, MP, UP, Mathura, okay, Telangana, all right. Okay, guys, we will just start in 2 minutes, right? Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just waiting for more audience to join. Then we will start with the webinar. Karnataka, Indore, UP, Odisha, Pakistan, Lahore, ठीक है, कुर्नूल, आंध्र प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, yes, okay, guys, India, डिंडोड़ी, मध्य प्रदेश, लंदन, यूके. अबे अमन, तुम लंदन बोल रहे हो, तुम अभी थोड़ी देर पहले एमपी से थे तुम. आंध्र प्रदेश, मथुरा, महाराष्ट्र, गुजरात. कैन वी गेट सर्टिफिकेट? ठीक है, बूट कैंप चालू नहीं हुआ, अभी कुछ भी नहीं हुआ, बबलू को पहले ही सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए. ठीक है, वीपीएन. ठीक है, वर्चुअल प्राइवेट प्रॉक्सी मत लगाओ यहाँ पे, है ना? जहां से हो वो नाम बता दो. अमन, अमन मत कर लाला, उत्तर प्रदेश, लद्दाख, कर्नाटका. इंग्लिश, ये कौन सी स्टेट है इंग्लिश? चंदू गेमिंग, एपी, तमिलनाडु. चलिए फिर स्टार्ट करते हैं, है ना? ओके, ओके, ऑल राइट, वी विल जस्ट स्टार्ट. Okay, so let first of all tell me guys that what is full stack development? Very basic question. What is full stack development and what we do in full stack development? Okay, Chinmay is telling that we have both front end and back end. Yes, combination of front end and back end, web designing. Yes. Okay. Okay, you don't have to write the full definition. Only keywords are necessary. Okay, front end, back end. Yes. So I can see that most of you are telling me that front end plus back end is equals to full stack development. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you one whiteboard. Okay, so on that whiteboard, we will understand what is full stack development, what all things you need in full stack development, and what roadmap you should follow to become a successful full stack developer. Okay, so these are some certain agenda for today's webinar. Okay, so let me just create a whiteboard. Yes, there are some bigger definitions are also there. A software developer who works on both front end, client side, back end. Yes, yes. Of an application or website. Yes, yes. This definition is good. A full stack developer is someone who can build and manage both the front end user, how it works behind the scenes of. Yes, yes. Okay, now in this definition, you can see one common word that is application. Okay. So let me share my screen now and let us understand that what is full stack development and how it works. Right. So let us go to the whiteboard. Okay, I'll create one blank board. Right. Okay, so full stack development. Right. Okay, so with this word you can understand development means you are going to develop something. Right. So what we develop in full stack development, we develop applications, right? And applications are generally of three types. Okay. So we have web apps, okay, web applications. Then we have mobile apps, mobile applications, right? Then we have desktop apps, okay, or you can say stand-alone applications. So applications fall in these three categories: web apps, mobile apps, and desktop apps. Right. So in this webinar, I'm going to focus on the web apps part, right? And I'll also give you uh, some guidance on mobile apps also as well as desktop app also, right? So let us first understand what are these three types of application. So web apps are those applications which you run on the internet, okay, on a network where you use some applications. So I can say Amazon is a web app, okay, Flipkart is a web app, Mintra is a web app, okay, which we use on the internet on a network, right? Then secondly, we have mobile apps, okay, applications which you run on your mobile phone, okay, which you download from your Play Store, like Subway Surfers, okay, YouTube application, right? Then third category is desktop apps or standalone application that you use in your system. Okay, for example, I can say Word is an example, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint. These all are desktop applications. Okay, so we have web apps, mobile apps, and desktop apps. And full stack development is a technique by which we can create applications which fall under these three categories: web apps, either, or mobile apps, or desktop apps. Okay, now every application have three components. Okay, so just remember it. So whether you are going to build a web app or whether you are going to build a mobile app, every application have three components. First one is the front end. Okay, let us reduce the size of this. Okay, so first we have the front end, then we have back end. Okay, then we have databases. Right. So three components, three parts. There are three parts of an application. Front end is one part, back end is one part, and database is one part. Right. Front end is also known as UI. Okay, so you have heard this word UI, right? So UI stands for user interface. Okay, we will understand what is an interface. So front end, it is also known as user interface. You also call front end as the client, right? Backend is also known as the server. Okay, so we have one server. Okay, then database are databases only. So we have the front end, we have the back end server, and we have databases, right? Now let us first understand what is a front end. Then there is one more very important part of an application that I forgot. Okay, it is the user. Okay, someone who will use this application. Okay, so we also need a user. Okay, so don't forget to create a user, right? So we have a user. Okay, this user uses the front end, the UI part. Okay, that is why it is known as the user interface. Okay, user interface means a interface which user will use to use your application, right? Now what is the meaning of interface? You can say that interface is a thing that connects two things, right? So here user interface means this front end, means this interface will connect user and your application, means your server. So that is why we need a front end. Okay, a connection between user and the backend, right? So let me ask you one question. Can a user use the server directly? Is user able to use the server directly, the backend? Yes. No. Okay. Obviously not. Okay, so you need something, right, to use your application. Let us take the example of a car. Okay, in the car, what will be the front end? The driving seat, where you have a steering wheel, right? You have the brake, clutch, and what will be the back end? Back end will be the engine, right? Where all the things are happening. So, can you use the engine directly of a car? Can I directly use the engine? No. Okay. So we need some interface. Okay. We need some connection between engine and the driver, that is the user. So here, what is that connection? The steering wheel. So here, steering wheel is acting as a front end, which is connecting user and your back end, your engine, right? So by this analogy and by this example, you can understand it. Okay, so we have a user who will use the front end of your application, and we have the back end, and we have the database. So I guess you have understood the front end. Now let us come on the back end. So back end is a part where all your processes will execute, or you can say where your business logic resides, right? So backend consists of all of your business logic, how your services are going to execute. Okay, then we have databases where all your application related data will be there. So let us go to some application, a web application. Let us go to Amazon. Okay, so here you can see this website. Okay, this website is acting as a front end, okay, of the application. So if you want to use, or if you want to take services from Amazon, you have to go to its front end, means this website. So you are a user, you are going to the front end, the Amazon website, right? Now user can perform certain tasks. Here user can sign in. Okay, user can purchase products, user can make payments, right? So all that thing, that signing process, that payment process, okay, that e-logistic delivery process, where it is happening, it is happening in the backend. Okay, so backend is the thing which is handling your sign in. Okay, whatever user is doing on the front end. Okay, you are making payments. So all that things are on your backend, the business logic, right? Then we have databases. So why we need databases here? Because we have millions of users, okay, who will using our website, and we have billions of products on Amazon. So I need some storage where I can store all this application related data, right? The users data, the products data, So for that we need databases. Okay. Let us take one more real example. You can say front end is the kitchen. Sorry, back end is the kitchen. Okay, and front end is the dining area. Okay, and databases is pantry. Okay, so what are databases? It's the pantry where your all ingredients will be there, right? So we can understand it by restaurant example also. Okay, so in a restaurant, what is the front end of the restaurant? The dining area where user will go and will make use of the dining area to use the services provided by the restaurant. Okay, so user will go to the dining area. Then we have the kitchen. Okay, where our business logic is there, our dishes will get prepared, all things will get processed here. Then we have one pantry which acts as a database. Okay, where all the food related material will be stored. Right. So by this restaurant example, also you can understand the dining area, kitchen, and the pantry. Right. So I hope up till here everyone is getting what is front end, what is back end, and what is database. Okay, just give me a yeses and nos. Okay, दो लोगों को समझ में आया है बस. Right, right. Okay. Yes, I we will understand every stack. Don't worry, guys. Okay, I'll give you a very detailed roadmap which you will not find on YouTube. Okay. Okay, some people are telling me that I have some glitch on my screen, but I don't think so. I'm connected to a very good Wi-Fi, and if I have some glitches, I can stop my screen and I can share it again. Okay, ठीक है. हिंदी में अपन बाद में बात करेंगे अर्षित. ठीक है, ये पहले इंग्लिश वाले लोगों को निपटा देते, फिर अपन हिंदी में बहुत बातें करने वाले हैं. ठीक है. सो वी हैव अगेन हो गया ग्लिच. ठीक है. ठीक है, जिसको ग्लिच आ रहा है वो रिकॉर्डिंग देख लेना यूट्यूब पे जो डलेगी बाद में. सो okay, so we have the dining area, we have kitchen, we have the pantry, right? Now for creating front end, back end, and databases, we have different tools, technologies, and languages, right? And as I told you, I am particularly talking about the web apps. Okay. So for web apps, what things you need for the front end? Okay, I'm just talking about the languages right now. Okay, what all languages we need for creating the front end, back end, and databases. So for the front end, we have HTML. Okay, we have CSS and we have JavaScript. Right. So only three languages are there to create a front end for the web apps. Okay. So for creating front end for the web apps, these are the three primary languages, or you can say core languages. Okay. Every language have its own use. So why we use HTML? We use HTML for structuring. Okay. So this is the front end, let us say. So in this front end, we need some structure. Okay, so you can see some structure is there. There are headings. Okay, there are paragraphs. There are links. There are images. Right. So we need some kind of structuring for our web pages. So we use HTML to structure our web pages. Right. Then we need CSS. So why we need CSS? For styling purpose, right? So you can see this button color is orange here. Okay, this navigation bar is in blue color. Okay, then you can see links are in blue color, right? So there are many things which are making this website interactive. Okay, so all those things are done with CSS. Okay, the layout system, so you can see I have created cards here. Okay, these small boxes, and inside every small boxes I have put some products. Okay, so all this layout, designing, styling is done with CSS, right? Then the third thing is the JavaScript. Now why we need JavaScript? The functionality part. Okay, so to make your website functional. Okay, so what is the functionality? Suppose there is one button here, right? If I click this button, so you can see what is happening. Okay, next image is coming, right? If I click this previous button, so you can see previous images happening, right? So this is a kind of functionality which we can implement through JavaScript, right? So just remember one thing: structure, style, and functional, right? So these are the three things which are done with these three different languages. With HTML we structure our content, okay. With CSS we style our content on the web pages, and with JavaScript we make our web pages functional. Okay, if we click this button, so what will happen? If we click this button, then what will happen, right? Now let us talk about the backend. So in the backend we have many options. Okay, there are unlimited options to create a backend. So I can say we can use JavaScript to create a backend. We can use Python to create a backend. Okay, we can use Java to create a backend. We can use PHP to create a backend. We can use C sharp to create a backend. Okay, we can use Ruby to create a backend. Okay, so as I said, there are many options. Okay, so JavaScript, Python, Java, PHP, C sharp, Ruby. With these languages, you can create any server. Okay, for websites like Amazon, Netflix. Okay, then the third thing is the databases. So there are two types of databases. First one is the SQL databases, and second one are the no SQL databases. Right. So SQL and no SQL. So what is the meaning of SQL? Structured query language. So by the name you can understand that this database is structured. Okay, your data is organized in form of tables. So you can see tabular databases there in SQL. And in NoSQL, there is no such structure or no such organization of data, right? So that is why it is NoSQL, not structured, not organized in any format, right? So these are the two major kind of databases that we use. Okay. So these are the languages which you need to create front end, back end, and databases, right? So all languages are clear for everyone. Any doubt in these languages that we have discussed? Okay. Now let us talk about what are libraries and frameworks, right? So can you guys tell me that what is a library and what is a framework, or why we need libraries and frameworks? Let us make it more simple. Why we need libraries and frameworks? Okay, you have heard these terms, right? Libraries, frameworks. So can anyone tell me what is a library, what is a framework? Don't know Batman. Okay. Does full stack has future in AI generation? Yes. Why not? Without application, how you are going to use the models of AI? Just answer me this thing. Okay. We need React JS pre-written reuse. Okay. Anjali Srivastav have given me answer. Pre-written reusable code. Okay. So it is a very basic definition of a library. Okay. So good, Anjali. Okay. So little doubt in database. We will clear all your doubts. Okay. So yes. So everyone is telling me that library is a pre-written code that we can reuse, right? So let us go back to our whiteboard. Okay. So now we have certain libraries and frameworks in this full stack development. Okay. So let us take one very basic example to understand libraries and framework. Okay. So we have instant food, right? We have instant food in our market, right? We have instant noodles. ओके एंड ठीक है. लिटिल निषाद, छोटे निषाद, मुझे सबके कमेंट दिख रहे हैं. ठीक है, अगर मैं कमेंट ही पढ़ता रहूंगा ना, अपना वेबिनार ही निकल जाएगा. ठीक है. सो क्या बोलते हैं? हाँ, सॉरी सॉरी. So we reducing error framework control the application flow. Yes, clear. Okay. So we have instant food, right? We have instant food in the market. We have instant noodles. We have instant everything in the market now, right? So my question is, if we can make our own food, then why we need these instant food? Why we need instant noodles if we can make our own food? Okay, I can make my own chapatis. Why we take instant chapatis, right? So just answer me this very basic thing. Reduce time, yes. Good, Harsh. Okay, so it will reduce your time. To reduce work, shadow गेमिंग बहुत बढ़िया, मजा आ गया. ठीक है. टाइम सेविंग, बहुत सही, सही जा रहे तुम लोग. ठीक है. व्हाट्स दिस लाइव अबाउट? भाई ऊपर टाइटल दिया हुआ है यार लाइव का, वो तो पढ़ के आ जाता भाई कम से कम. ठीक है. सो व्हाट इज रूबी और पीएचपी सर? We will understand, Naveshri. Don't worry. I'm here only. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, I'll tell you what is Ruby and what is PHP. Okay, just have some patience. So some guys are telling me we need instant food to reduce our time and to reduce the efforts. Okay, so if we use instant food, we save our time and we save our effort also, right? So like here also, okay. Now let us come back to full stack development. So in full stack development, we have different things like front end, back end, databases. Okay, now let us take a real world example. Suppose I want to make Amazon. Okay, so Amazon is a very big application. Okay, it will need a lot of time, a lot of effort for me to make it everything from scratch. Okay, so if I think that I will build the Amazon from very scratch, okay, from 0 to 1, okay, so that is not possible for me. Okay, because it will need a lot of time and a lot of efforts. Okay, so that is why we have libraries and frameworks, okay, that provides you the instant code, okay, to build something. So let us take the example of Bootstrap. Okay. So if I search Bootstrap, so you can see what is Bootstrap, the most popular HTML, CSS, JavaScript library in the world. Okay. So let us click on it. Let us see what Bootstrap provides us. So here you can see we have some docs. In the docs, scroll down and go to components, and in the components, go to carousel. Okay. So here you can see there is one component is there, carousel. Okay, if you click the next button, next slide is coming. If you click the previous button, previous slide is coming. So I guess this is the same component that I have seen here, right? Okay, so the same component is there. Okay, so what I need to do, I will just copy this code, I'll paste in my project, and my work is done. Okay, so we are reducing the time, we are reducing the effort. Okay, just like instant food. This is our instant food. Okay, so now let us come back to our whiteboard. Now here I will write all the names of libraries and frameworks that you need to build an application. Okay. So let us see what you need, what we have in CSS. So just now we have seen one library, that is Bootstrap. Okay. We have one more. It is known as Tailwind CSS. Okay. Some of you have might heard this Tailwind CSS. Okay, then JavaScript. In JavaScript, we have unlimited options. Okay, React.js, Angular.js, okay, Next.js, right? Remix is there, Vue.js is there, Selvate is there. So many options. But very popular options are two, React and Angular.js. Okay, so React and Angular are the very popular libraries and frameworks of React. Okay, React is a library and Angular is a framework, right? So these things we have for the front end part, right? For the web applications, okay, I'm talking about web apps right now. Then I'll also tell you the tools, languages, libraries for mobile and desktop apps also. Okay. Okay, now let us see for the server. So in JavaScript, for the server, for making creating servers, we have Node.js and we have Express framework. Okay, so these two things we have. In Python we have good options. Django is there. Okay, Flask is there, right? In Java also we have Spring. Okay, we have Spring Boot. Okay, so these are the options of Java. In PHP we have Laravel. Okay, we have Magento. We have Code Igniter. So very much options are here also. Then in C Sharp we have .NET. Okay, so you might have heard about this .NET. Then we have ASP.NET. Okay, so these are different frameworks. Then Ruby, for Ruby we have Ruby on Rails. Okay, so here we have Ruby on Rails for creating servers. Now let us talk about databases. Okay, for databases we have many platforms, right? For SQL we have MySQL. Okay, then we have SQL Lite. Okay, then we have Postgres SQL, we have Oracle. Okay, we have MS SQL. So many platforms are there. For no SQL we have MongoDB. Okay, we have Redis, right? Then we have many options. So Cassandra is there, CouchDB is there. Okay, so many options are there for NoSQL databases also, but these are the two most popular ones. Okay, I'm only writing those things here which are very popular, right? So if you want to take screenshot of, or if you want to note down everything, okay, you can just take a screenshot or you can note down it and just tell me that are you guys getting it? Ruby on Rails is outdated or not? Not, no, not outdated. पूर्णिमा तुम्हारा साबुन स्लो है। मैंने कम से कम 10 मिनट पहले पूछा था लाइब्रेरी क्या होता है। ठीक है, क्या क्या हो रहा है ये लोगों को? इतना लेट रिप्लाई क्यों कर रहे हो तुम? अब जाके कोई बता रहा है कि मैं टेक्निकल यूनिवर्सिटी म्यूनिच जर्मनी से हूँ। भाई ये क्या क्या फूक के बैठे हैं भाई लोग? इंग्लिश में बोल भाई, ये बैटमैन मैं तुझे बाहर कर दूंगा, ठीक है? मुझे भाई भाई तो मत बोल पहली बात तो, ठीक है? उड़ा दूंगा अभी मैं तुझे चिमकादड़ की तरह। समझ में आ गया? ग्लिच आ रहा है सर। ओके, ओके, ओरेकल डीबीएस, ओरेकल, राइट? अच्छा, ये लोग पीछे करके देख रहे हैं वेबिनार को, बहुत सही। नो ग्लिचेस देयर सर, हाँ पता है कोई ग्लिच नहीं है, ठीक है? ये जितने भी लोग हैं ना, इनको मैं उड़ा दूं क्या? ये आंटी बोल भाई, ये कौन है? ये कौन? मैं, ठीक है, लाइव है इसलिए मैं कुछ ज्यादा बोलना नहीं चाहता, नहीं तुम बेटा मिलो मुझे लाइव के बाद, तब मैं तुम्हें बकचोदी करनी है ना, मैं तुम्हें बताता हूँ बकचोदी क्या होती है, ठीक है? और वो कहाँ गया, वो इंग्लिश में बोलने वाला कहाँ गया? ये रहा, इसको भी रिमूव करता हूँ, ठीक है? और किसी को चाहिए प्रमोशन? बोल, हाँ मैं बोलूंगा इंग्लिश में यार, ये पहले ये हिंदी वाले तो मुझे बोलने दे कुछ। यस, हाँ ये इस बंदे ने सही बोला ना, सर भी इंजीनियर ही है, क्यों पंगे ले रहे हो भाई? ठीक है, यस, ओके। और सब बढ़िया ना? सो okay, so this is the big picture of full stack development, right? We have these things. Yes. Okay. So up till here we have understood, right? Now these things are only for creating web apps, web applications, right? Now we have some second part also, that is mobile apps. Okay. So for mobile apps, for creating the front end of the mobile apps, you have different things. Okay. So you have React Native. Okay. So why we use React Native? For creating front end for mobile screens. Okay. Then we have Flutter. बाद में करते हैं, बाद में. Okay, we have React Native. Then we have Flutter, right? So React Native is there, Flutter is there, which you can use to create front end for mobile apps. Okay, for creating front end of the desktop apps, you need, okay, with C++ you can create, with Python also you can create it. Okay, so there are many options by which you can create it, right? But backend will remain the same. Okay, there is no another language for the backend, and database will also remains the same. Okay, so understand one thing here. What only changes here? The front end. Okay, user is using which device? Okay, desktop, mobile, or sorry, the internet. Okay, the mobile or the desktop. Okay, so only front end changes. Server remains the same. Okay, whether you are creating a web app, mobile app, or desktop app. Okay, let us take one example. YouTube is a web app also, and YouTube is a mobile app also. So, do you think that the mobile app have the different server and web app have the different server, or both have the same server? What What about your views on this? Same server, right? So that is the reason you see the same video on your mobile also, you see the same video on your laptop also, right? So that is why I'm telling you that this is the reason. Okay, so you have to only change the front end, the UI part, what user is using. Backend will remain the same and the database will remain the same, right? So this is the very must thing that you need to understand, right? Okay, and this is also the reason why front end have more jobs. Okay, so this is the reason why front end have more jobs as compared to back end. This is also one of the reasons. Okay. Okay, are you getting it, guys? So AI has no impact. Okay, okay, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll make you clear this. Okay, some people are thinking that, sir, why we need to do full stack development? AI is doing everything, right? Okay, so first of all, okay, Zen. Okay, your name is Zen. So tell me, Zen, if I want to eat butter chicken, and if I go to Chat GPT, and if I write, I want to eat butter chicken, so will Chat GPT give me the butter chicken? No. Yes. Okay, no. So what Chat GPT will give me then? Only recipe. Yes. Yes, then. So same thing. Same thing with the AI and full stack development. Okay. So suppose then if I go to Chat GPT and if I tell Chat GPT that create a just copy of Amazon application. So can Chat GPT create the full Amazon, fully fledged working Amazon application for me? Yes, then. Will ChatGPT give me the exact clone of Amazon or Facebook like application? No, not at all possible. Okay. So AI will only give you the recipe. Okay. So you should know how to cook. राइट? खाना पकाना आना चाहिए आपको, ठीक है? एआई बस रेसिपी देगा, राइट? सो यू शुड नो हाउ टू कोड. Okay, AI can only give you the code or the program or the algorithm. Okay, so this is one of the examples that I give to every student. Okay, now let's come to the second example. Okay, so suppose if there is no application, can you use the AI model directly without any application? Yes or no? Or do you need any application, any interface to use the AI model? No, no. Okay. कितने आवर्स का कोर्स है? एक एक घंटे की क्लास है यार ये बस, ठीक है? एक घंटे का वेबिनार है, यहाँ पे अपन कुछ बातें करेंगे, तुम्हें सर्टिफिकेट मिलेगा और हो जाएगा ये, है ना? ठीक है, सर्टिफिकेट की लिंक आ जाएगी, यू विल गेट द क्विज लिंक बिफोर 10 minutes, ओके, ऑफ कंप्लीशन ऑफ दिस वेबिनार, सो डोंट वरी, राइट? I will also tell you how you can give the quiz and how you can get the certificate. Okay. Purnima is telling me we need interface. Yes, that's what I am telling. You need an application to run AI. Without application, you cannot run AI. Chat GPT is an application which uses some AI models, Sora, Chat GPT 4, GPT 4, GPT 5. Okay. Do it quickly. Do it quickly. Okay. ठीक है. नादान क्रिएशन. Yes, Claude, Gemini. Yes. सर प्लीज एक्सप्लेन. क्या एक्सप्लेन करूं भाई? क्या पूछा था आपने? Sir, I wonder why do we even have to do DSA and coding as AI can provide codes in seconds and without any errors. Okay, so let me tell you. Okay, AI can give you the code. Okay, I get it. Okay, but AI cannot solve the real world problems which code can face with the user experience. Okay, user experience is certainly different, very different from the AI perspective. Okay, so that is why you should have the understanding of data structures and algorithms, so that if you encounter any real world problem with your pre-existing code, so you can solve that. Yes, yes, AI will not give you the syntax error and all, but I am telling about the real world problems, okay, which you can encounter while you deploy your applications to the users. Okay, because you don't know how your user is using your application. We don't know anything. ओके, वी जस्ट गिव आवर एप्लीकेशन टू द यूजर, ले भाई चलाना है तेरे को, ठीक है? लेकिन वो कैसे चला रहा है और उसके पीछे प्रॉब्लम्स क्या क्या आ रही हैं, क्या क्या बग्स आ रहे हैं, ओके, वी एआई कैन नॉट सॉल्व इट इन अ रियल टाइम. ओके, अभी एग्जांपल ही दिया अनुष्का मैंने. ओके, ओनली ह्यूमंस कैन नो. यस, राइट. Okay, so okay, I guess I've told you everything in full stack development. Okay, okay, we need one more tool here. Okay, that is Git and GitHub. Okay, so these are the important tools that you should know while you are doing full stack development. Okay, so now why we need Git and GitHub? Now suppose I am working on the Amazon application. Okay, I want to make Amazon application. So I cannot do it single handedly, right? I have to hire some person, okay, or I have to create a team. Okay, so if I work in teams, okay, so some people will work on front end, some people will work on back end, some people will work on databases. Okay, so for managing your team, okay, and for collaboratively working with your team, you need these two tools, Git and GitHub. Okay, so that you can work in teams, you can share your code with each other, right? You can track your project history. Okay, you can revert your project to the previous versions. So for doing all these things, we need Git and GitHub. Okay, so you can manage your project. So in one word, if I want to explain Git and GitHub, so code management. Okay, So you are going to code in these different languages, right? These here also you will get different languages here also. Okay, so we need some management of code, right? So for code management across teams we need Git and GitHub. Yes. Sir, I am Bihar Engineering College. How to get good placement here? No good environment. Okay, you get placement based on your skills, not environment. Nadan creation. Yes, sir. Explain about it, Git and GitHub. मैंने एक प्रोजेक्ट में पोर्टफोलियो अपलोड किया, एचटीएमएल सीएस जावास्क्रिप्ट आता है, बस इंटर्नशिप मिल जाए कहीं तो मैं सर्च कर रही हूँ लिंक्डइन इंटर्नशाला। हाँ, आप कर सकते हो। फॉर स्टोरिंग अवर कोड, यस। सर्टिफिकेट कैसे मिलेगा? ओके, ओके, पंकज कुनिका, अगर आप मुझे सुन रहे हो तो क्विज की लिंक पोस्ट कर दो जरा। ओके, हियर नाउ वी कैन हैव अवर Q&A सेशन। ओके, सो अगर आपको कुछ भी क्वेश्चन एंड आंसर पूछने तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हो। Many companies reject my college name. Okay, that I guess that is not the reason. College name should not be the reason for your rejection. Please explain about Git and GitHub. I am confused. Okay, Git is a tool, GitHub is a platform. Git is used for tracking your code, GitHub is used for collaborating in teams. Okay, sir, roadmap for full stack web development. ठीक है, ये रहा रोड मैप फॉर फुल स्टैक डेवलपमेंट। ठीक है, आपको पहले फ्रंट एंड पढ़ना है, आपको एचटीएमएल पढ़ना है, सीएसएस पढ़ना है, जावास्क्रिप्ट पढ़ना है, फिर बैक एंड के लिए कोई एक लैंग्वेज सिलेक्ट कर लो। ओके, जावास्क्रिप्ट, पाइथन, जावा, पीएचपी, कोई भी एक डेटाबेसेस में से कुछ एक सिलेक्ट कर लो, राइट? सो दिस इज योर रोड मैप। हाउ टू स्टार्ट कोडिंग करियर? फोर्थ ईयर स्टूडेंट, योर कोडिंग करियर इज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड। ओके, टेल अबाउट डॉकर। सर्टिफिकेट कैसे मिलेगा? ओके, सर्टिफिकेट की लिंक आ गई है, आई जस्ट पिन इट इन द चैट बॉक्स। कोर्स की लिंक कहाँ है? भेजो ना इसको। फॉर गेटिंग प्लेसमेंट पाइथन और जावा इन बैकएंड। ठीक है, देखो बबलू, मैं तुम्हें समझाता हूँ। ठीक है, पाइथन जावा के पीछे मत भागो, है ना? दोनों चीजें अलग अलग पर्पस के लिए यूज होती हैं। कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट्स के लिए पाइथन यूज करेंगे, कुछ रिक्वायरमेंट्स के लिए जावा यूज करेंगे। सो देयर इज नो परफेक्ट लैंग्वेज टू लर्न। ओके, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर रिक्वायरमेंट्स, व्हाट यू वांट टू इम्प्लीमेंट, राइट? So guys, we also have one link in the chat box. You can see Python 6 days live course is there. Okay, so it is you can go to this link. Okay, so it is a 6 day live course Python with AI. Okay, where you can master Python automation. Okay, and it is just for 300 rupees, and you will get the online classes, right? So if you want to register, you can register in this, and there is quiz link in the pinned section, right? So if you go to the quiz link, okay, you will see a screen like this, and here you just have to click start test. Okay, it will redirect you in 5 seconds, right? So here you can click on start quiz, and here your quiz will get started, and you can get your certificate. Yes. ठीक है, और भी कुछ लिंक्स आ गई हैं, आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हो। ओके, वी हैव 6 days एक्सेल, 6 days पावर बीआई। ओके, 6 days पाइथन इज आल्सो देयर। Okay, so if you are interested in any of these domains, you can subscribe, or you can go to these pages and you can have these courses. बैकएंड के बारे मतलब जावास्क्रिप्ट के साथ क्या कर सकते, थोड़ा समझाओ। एपीआई मीनिंग। ओके, पहले एपीआई समझते हैं और फिर उसको समझेंगे क्या बोलते हैं मर्न स्टैक, जो अभी बोल रहे हो कि जावास्क्रिप्ट को कब यूज करना है। ठीक है, हाँ ये भी मैं थोड़ा सा क्लियर कर देता हूँ। सो एपीआईज कुछ नहीं होती है भाई। एपीआईज स्टैंड्स फॉर एप्लीकेशन प्रोग्रामिंग इंटरफेस। ओके, सो यहां पर भी इंटरफेस वर्ड आ गया। और इंटरफेस, व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू अबाउट इंटरफेसेस, इंटरफेसेस आर थिंग्स दैट कनेक्ट्स टू थिंग्स। सो APIs means application programming interface which will connect your dining area and your kitchen. That means your front end and the back end. So who connects your kitchen and dining area? The waiters. Okay. So APIs acts as a waiters who take order from the dining area, goes to kitchen and take the dish from kitchen and serves in the dining area. So just like waiters, APIs acts like these. Okay. So it will take request from the front end. Okay. And it will take it to the back end. In the back end, your data will get processed and it will give back to the API, and API will serve that data on your front end. I guess API is clear now. सर आपको डीएम कर सकते हैं क्या? ठीक है, अगर आपको मुझसे कनेक्ट करना है तो आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, आपको सिर्फ मेरा नाम सर्च करना है गूगल पे। ठीक है, सो गूगल पर सबसे ऊपर मैं ही आपको मिल जाऊंगा। ठीक है, सो यहाँ पर आपको मेरी प्रोफाइल मिल जाएगी, मैं आपको लिंक शेयर कर देता हूँ। ओके, सो यू कैन कनेक्ट मी हियर ऑन लिंक्डइन। और आपको इंस्टाग्राम पे अगर मुझे कनेक्ट करना है सो वहां पर भी आप कर सकते हो, वहां पर भी मैं अवेलेबल हूँ। ओके, सो सेम गूगल के नीचे ही इंस्टाग्राम का भी अकाउंट मिल जाएगा मेरा। ओके, सो यहाँ पर भी आप मुझसे कनेक्ट कर सकते हो, राइट। टेल अबाउट डॉकर एंड क्यूबरनेटिस। ठीक है, एक और चीज मैं क्लियर कर देना चाहता था यहाँ पर। एक किसी ने डाउट पूछा था कि हाँ जावास्क्रिप्ट, पाइथन, जावा, ओके, वेयर यू हैव टू यूज दीज थ्री थिंग्स, राइट? So let me tell you where you will use JavaScript when you want some real-time applications. Okay, so there are different types of application, guys. Okay, there are real-time apps. Okay, you can see real-time application is there. So what is a real-time application? Where data inputs in a defined time frame often perceived immediately by the user. So you can see real-time application, or RTAs, are the application where your data changes dynamically with time. Okay, just like weather app. Okay, in the weather app your data will change dynamically in some time frame. Okay, so for making RTAs, real time application, Java MERN stack is the best. Okay, now where Python is the best when you want to make when you want to do rapid development. Okay, suppose I want to make a quiz and tomorrow I want to take quiz from all the students. So for rapid development, jaldi kaam karna ho, you can use Python. Where you will use Java for making enterprise level applications. So here you can search enterprise applications. Okay, so it means large scale software system designed to support core business operations of our organization, just like financial banking applications, right? So they comes under enterprise applications. So for that Java is the best. So as I told you, it depends on your requirements, what you want to do. So according to that we select whether we want JavaScript, Python or Java, right? जावास्क्रिप्ट के साथ क्या क्या करना है? ओके, सो कहाँ गए हम? राइट, सो जावास्क्रिप्ट के साथ आपको क्या क्या चाहिए? ओके, आप सबसे पहले थोड़ा फ्रंट एंड सीखना शुरू करिए। फ्रंट एंड में आप HTML सीखिए, CSS सीखिए और जावास्क्रिप्ट सीखिए। फिर जावास्क्रिप्ट का आप कोई एक चीज सीख सकते हैं, रिएक्ट या फिर एंगुलर। ओके, दोनों में से आपको एक सीख सकते हैं। अगर ज्यादा इजी ऑप्शन चाहिए तो रिएक्ट सीखिए आप। ठीक है, सो जब आप ये चार चीजें सीख जाएं, फ्रंट एंड में HTML, CSS, जावास्क्रिप्ट और रिएक्ट, फिर आप बैक एंड पर स्विच किए। बैक एंड पर आप जावास्क्रिप्ट में नोड सीखिए। ओके, नोड रन टाइम क्या होता है, उसका काम क्या होता है। फिर आप एक फ्रेमवर्क सीखिए जिससे आप सर्वर बना सकते हैं बैक एंड, दैट इज एक्सप्रेस। और फिर डेटाबेसेस में आपको मोंगोडीबी सीखना। ओके, सो यही होता है मर्न स्टैक। सर प्लीज गिव एनी प्रोजेक्ट आइडियाज फॉर थर्ड ईयर मिनी प्रोजेक्ट्स। ओके, प्रोजेक्ट आइडियाज ऐसे हैं कि if you want to create any project, then you should identify the problem in the real world. Okay, observe the surroundings near you, find some problem and how you can solve that problem with your technical solution. That is the project. Okay. Best projects in front end for fast development. There are only two projects in front end for fast placements. Okay. First one is create an e-commerce interface just like Amazon. Okay, this is the first project. Second project, create your own bootstrap library. Definitely you can get 6 to 10 LPA package. I can guarantee you. Sir, can we replace MongoDB with MySQL in MERN Yes, yes, of course. Okay. It is not mandatory that with MERN you only have to use MongoDB. You can also use SQL databases. Okay. Best projects in final year BTech student. Okay, I already told you how to do projects. Okay, observe your surroundings. Don't copy paste the projects. Okay, कॉपी पेस्ट कर लिया ना प्रोजेक्ट तो प्रोजेक्ट किया ही नहीं फिर ठीक है टाइम वेस्ट है वो सर व्हाट आर द बेसिक प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस वी शुड नो सी प्लस प्लस हाउ मच टाइम इट टेक्स टू लर्न फुल स्टैक 1 year to 5 years which which is more challenging front end or back end if I tell you backend is more challenging because I majorly worked on the back end, but nowadays front end is also challenging because we have a lot of data, right? And keeping the data in sync with your front end is a very big challenge. So I can say front end is also challenging, but back end is more challenging. Can you tell me again how to get certificate? Okay, it is very easy to take certificate. Click on this link. Okay, then start the quiz here. Okay, then start quiz. Okay, after giving the quiz and after scoring 60%, you will get the certificate. Can we use AI in projects for learning purposes? Yes, why not? Okay. Okay, guys. So I guess let's call it a day. Okay, and wrap up this session. So thanks for being my audience, guys. It was nice talking to you all, guys. So happy coding and love you all. Bye.